Welcome, everyone. I'm Sarah, and this is Restorative Yoga. So today's practice is going to be all about back pain relief. So focusing on that part of the body. This is my own personal restorative practice that I like to do. It's a great practice to do right before you go to bed. And I actually do most of the poses on my bed. I have a nice king size bed. And it takes it to a new level when you do it on your bed, because then you've got that extra cushioning of your mattress. You've got all your pillows there anyway, your blankets. So it's a perfect practice to do on your bed, by your bed. But if you don't want to do it on your bed, or you have a smaller bed, then you can do it on the floor and using other furniture. So I'm not going to do it on my bed because my bed's not made. I don't want to show everybody my bed. So we'll do it on just on the floor and on my dresser. All right. So we're going to go ahead and begin. So this first pose, you do need a surface to lay your torso on. So I'm using my dresser today. Normally I would stand next to my bed and lean over. You want to have whatever surface it is be kind of at hip height. I'm actually going to stand on blocks so that I have a little bit more room, so that I'm at a 90-degree angle. And then I'm going to take some blankets and pad my dresser top. Now, if you don't have a surface to do this pose on and you want an alternative, your option would be to do a supported bridge. Okay, so you would take a block or, roll up a blanket or something and place the block underneath your bottom and then just rest on the block. So if you're not using some type of surface to rest your torso on, go ahead and come into that supported bridge. Also another great pose for back relief. So I'm gonna pad my surface. I'm gonna stand up on my block so that I'm a little higher here. And then you're just going to fold. So you want to have your body be at about a 90-degree angle. Okay. So I'm just going to shift myself back a little bit. And then you'll just bring your arms out to the front or by your sides, maybe one arm extended and one bent. You're just going to turn your head to one side. And I'm going to set my timer. We're going to do 3 minutes with our head facing one direction and then 3 minutes in the opposite direction. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So you're going to turn your head to the other side, and we'll be here for 3 minutes. It'll feel a little bit different on this side. And just FYI, if turning your head to one side is painful, then just stick with the one side that feels good to you today. Slowly make our way out of this. All right, next we're going to do our supported back bend. So we're going to make a small roll for our low back, and then another small roll for the neck. So depending on how much mobility you have in your low back is going to determine how big the roll is for your back. It might be extremely small if you have not a lot of flexibility into the back. So I'm going to use this sort of fleecy blanket for my neck roll. But you could also, if you have a, like one of those travel neck pillows, that works great for the neck roll. And then we'd also like to have something to block out the light because we'll be laying on our back. And here in Albuquerque, it's still bright out. It's, you know, a little bit after 4:30. So I'm going to use my eye pillow, but you could also just take a washcloth and fold it in half and put it over your eyes, or really use anything, a t-shirt, whatever you like. So we'll come down and lay down over. I'm going to grab another prop real quick before I get down. This is going to be for the next setup. Okay, I wanted to have candy. So you're gonna lay down and have that roll right on your low back area. And then take the other roll around your neck, and I'm actually gonna like kind of tuck it around my neck, just like I would for one of those neck pillows, those travel pillows. And then taking the eye pillow, we're gonna put it over our eyes. You can have your knees kind of pointing straight up. A little bit more restful will be to walk the feet out away from each other and let the knees kind of rest in on each other. And we'll be here for 5 minutes. Arms, you can rest down by your sides or out into a T position. And if you notice that your mind wanders while you're in these poses, because we are in them for several minutes, just try to focus on your breath. Noticing any areas that are kind of holding tension. And just breathing into those areas and just letting that tension go. All right. So the next pose we're going to do is going to be very similar to where we are. So we're not going to really change the setup, except we want to put something in between our knees. If you want, you can put something in between your knees. So I've got this little pillow here. You could grab another blanket and place it in between your knees. And we're going to come into a twist, still with the roll at the low back and the roll underneath the neck. So arms are going to come out into a T. And then before we twist, though, let's slide our hips a little bit to the right. I'm sorry, to the left. And then we'll take the knees to the right. So you want to kind of shift your hips in the opposite direction of the direction that your knees are going to go. And then readjust that pillow. You just want to create a little extra padding so that, you know, your top leg isn't pressing on the bottom leg. So we'll be on this side, we'll do 3 minutes and then we'll switch. So I'm going to set my timer and we'll put that eye pillow back on. Settle back into the breath. All right, so we're going to switch sides. So we'll bring the knees up and then we're going to slide the hips to the right this time and then drop the knees to the left and then just again readjust the little pillow between your legs. It'll feel different from one side to the other. And then we'll take the arms out to a T once we've put that eye pillow or washcloth over the eyes. Then we'll be here for another 3 minutes. That's 3 minutes. So we'll just roll on to the side that your knees are facing. And then just press your way up into a seat when you're ready. Then we'll set up for the next pose, which is a supported child's pose. So this is the pose that if you happen to have a bolster, you're going to use your bolster. If you don't have a bolster, what you can do instead is you can grab some pillows, or you can take a couple of blankets and roll them up to make a makeshift bolster. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to use my my bolster, and then I'm also going to make a small roll to go underneath my ankles. Because so if you child's pose, we all kind of know child's pose, right? We're on our knees and we're resting, but we're going to rest over the bolster. So to make the feet a little bit more comfortable, we'll make a small roll and place it under our ankles. And this is optional. If you have good flexibility in your feet, you might not want to do this, but you can try it and see if it feels good. If you have knee issues and you don't really want to bend your knees this much, another thing you can do is place something, another rolled up blanket or a pillow behind your knees. All right, so I've got one under the ankles, one under the knees, so that you're up a little bit higher here. And then we're just gonna rest. I'm gonna take this softer blanket and place it on top, just to make it a little cozier. So this one, like the one that we did on the table when we're standing up, we're going to do 3 minutes with our head turned to one side and then 3 to the other side. So pick whatever side you want to do first, and I will set my timer for 3 minutes. And the arms just rest by your sides. They should be relaxed, shoulders should be relaxed. Relaxing your face. If you need to readjust, if you're feeling uncomfortable anywhere, then shimmy around a little bit till you get to that place that feels the most comfortable. All right, we're going to switch sides. And again, if it bothers your neck to turn it the other way, then just keep your head facing the same direction. Go ahead and slowly release. And we're up to our final pose. This is a very simple sequence, which is one of the reasons I really like it. So for our final pose, we're going to do a relaxation pose on with our legs supported on the chair. So all we really need is our chair and then maybe a small roll for your neck and an eye pillow. So I'm going to show you how to get into the pose, and then I'm going to come out of the pose and I'm going to read a guided meditation for you guys while you are in your final pose. So we want the chair to be sideways so that we're on the side of the chair. We're gonna lie down. You could also put something underneath your hips if you wanted to. And then we'll just kind of scoot in towards the chair and rest the lower legs on the chair. If you have shorter legs, elevating the hips might be helpful too, so that you feel a little bit more like your legs are at a 90-degree angle, but it's not necessary. And then we'll just lie down, grab that neck roll, grab the eye pillow, and here we are. You could also grab an extra blanket to cover up with, since we're going to be in this pose for a while. If you want to put any layers on at this time, I'll give you a moment to
grab those layers and put them on, and then get yourself into your final pose. I'm going to take a quick sip of water so that my voice isn't all scratchy when I'm reading. Okay. So I'm going to read a passive progressive relaxation. I think I read this one during the last restorative, but it's a really good one. Settle back comfortably and begin to focus on your breathing. Take deep breaths in through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. Continue to breathe in and out several times, allowing the breath to come deeper and deeper from your lower lungs and diaphragm, allowing any worries or concerns you may have to drift through your mind and out with your breath, letting your breath clear your mind as you begin to relax. Begin to think about your body in its many different parts. Pay attention to how each part of your body is feeling. Does your back feel comfortable? Are your feet relaxed? Is there noticeable pain anywhere in your body? Just notice the sensations in your body without trying to change them. Breathing in deeply through your nose. Bring all the air down into your diaphragm, feeling your stomach rise. Letting the air move up into your lungs, expanding your rib cage. And now exhale through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Notice how the air feels inside your lungs as it gradually expands them from the bottom, pushing the sides of your lungs out towards the wall of your chest, filling your lungs all the way to the very top under your collarbone, fully exercising their capacity. And then exhale through your mouth. Breathing this way several more times, concentrating on the path that the air takes. Inhale deeply again through your nose. Focus on your feet. Release the tension out of each heel. Let all the tension from the entire day flow out of your heels, like air being released from a tire. Perhaps today's stress and tension have made you feel like a heavy, wet towel dumped on the floor, soaked with weight. Imagine yourself lying flat, drying in the sun, letting your tension evaporate into the air around you. Take another deep breath and turn your attention to your lower legs. Notice how they feel. As this breath of air fills up your diaphragm and moves into your lungs, feel the blocked up tension being released from your legs along with the air of your breath. If you detect any tension in your legs, inhale again and breathe it out. Next, visualize your knees and upper legs. Become aware of how they are feeling. Notice any tension that is damming up the easy flow of relaxation. And exhale the tension away as you release your breath. You can feel that your knees and upper legs are now free from tension. Now direct your breathing power from your hips and buttocks. Do they feel locked and tight? Loosen them as you breathe deeply in through your nose. Concentrate on each part individually, noticing the tension, allowing it to release as you exhale. With each breath, all of your muscles, ligaments, and joints will be loosened more and more as you allow yourself to sink further into the surface your body is resting on. Next, search for any discomfort that you may find in your abdomen. As your stomach rises slowly with another deep breath, picture yourself floating easily in a calm lake. While staying afloat, capture the tension in this breath, bringing it up into your lungs and releasing it through your mouth. Feel your abdomen relax and settle. Now approach the diaphragm and chest area. Most of the tension has been released here already, as deep breaths of air have been traveling in and out. Yet faint remnants of stress may still remain. Inhale, collecting those last traces of the hectic day, and expel them through your mouth. Now turn your attention to your upper back, shoulders, and neck. The muscles here may feel a little distorted and tense from the strain of your posture. Let them weigh heavy and sink you further into your support. As the weight of your shoulders brings you down a few inches, begin to concentrate on the joints in your shoulders. As you inhale deeply again, begin to feel these parts as light, lax, and free from tension. Exhale away the stress that has made them tense. Now move up to your head. Let it become as loose as your neck and shoulders. Let this light feeling encompass your entire head, sinking you into another level of relaxation. Shifting now to your lower back. Consider the pressure that has been focused onto your lumbar region all day, supporting the weight of your head, shoulders, and torso. Now imagine a small sun rising behind you, warming each vertebrae of your back as it rises with your breathing, as you breathe in deeply. Feel your spine warm and widen itself. Feel it lengthen and notice each vertebrae decompress. Now become aware of your forehead and eyes. Feel the lines on your forehead fade away as you exhale, leaving it smooth and loose. Let another breath fill your diaphragm, and as you release it, let your eyes loosen from the stress and sink further into relaxation. Feel how loose each body part has become, and let each sink a little bit further. Now turn your attention to your arms and hands and picture a pot of water boiling. Imagine your stress as steam escaping from your body. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, allow all the steam to pass from your upper arm, through your biceps, down your elbow and your forearms, your wrists, and out through your fingertips. Become aware of your entire body. Take another deep breath and enjoy its rejuvenating power as it clears all traces of tension. Notice your jaw and teeth. Feel your jaw relax as its tiny muscles become loose and tension-free. Now that you are relaxed, remember this feeling. Notice how it feels to be totally relaxed. Your entire body feels loose and clean. Remember this feeling of calm. Practice recalling this feeling of peace and tranquility whenever you need it. Lift the wiggle fingers and toes. Circling the ankles and wrists. And reaching the arms up overhead. Take a nice big stretch here. And then we're going to carefully make our way. So to come down off the chair, just roll to one side and just rest there on your side for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, just make your way into a comfortable seat to finish your practice today. Coming into that comfortable seat, we'll finish with 3 deep breaths. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale them down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Once more, inhaling it up. Bring the hands together at heart center as we exhale. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.